Hey, Vinyl community, what's up? It's Nate, and it's well, Monday evening, Tuesday morning, and there goes my cell phone. Um, and I got some cheap stuff from consignment shop in town, and there was the Atlanta Record Show this past Sunday, and I am battling the daylight savings time thing, but I'm over my cold or virus or whatever that was. Holy, it had me in its grips for about a month, and I was, oof. Um, but anyway, on with the records. These these next ones were the first that I'm going to show are all $3, and in surprisingly really good condition. A lot of stuff I didn't have, and I've wanted for a little while. This is a staple on Grown Man Record Night. It's the ZZ Top Tres Hombres. Of course, it's got the gatefold with the massive Mexican dinner. Looks delicious. And yeah, shout out to Grown Man Record Night and Mikey Bananas and Steve Fever, Boss Man. Yeah, that's if you haven't checked that out, I think I've probably mentioned them quite a bit. Let's see. Oh, another shout out to Zach. Zeke the Vinyl Geek showed this the other night. I think he has maybe 2 or 3 different pressings. I don't know if one was like a MoFi or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, Zeke the Vinyl Geek. If you haven't seen his stuff, his channel is an education in prog rock and psych. I've learned a lot from his videos. Anyway, yeah, I picked up this. I had 2 copies already. I still do, but they're in just miserable condition. This was the original Pink Label Capricorn OG. Again, $3, and I can just do away with my other ones. Another Allman Brothers I didn't have. Idlewild South. These last 3, if you'll notice, up in the top corner there, there's some Braille. I'm assuming that they all belong to the same owner. And this person had impeccable taste in music. Not only was there classic rock, there was a lot of jazz and old soul. I've gotten some of his stuff before, and I don't know if he passed away and got let his stuff go to the consignment shop or what happened, but it's fantastic, and I've got a lot of them. The Stranglers Oral Sculpture. This is a gold stamp promo. This is from 1984. This is kind of from, I think they were like past their prime. I haven't listened to it. I've read a couple of reviews that said it was really good. I don't know. I do like the Stranglers' early stuff. This one I did not have at all. I kind of waited until I could find a really good copy. I kept the only copies I ever found of this were thrashed, absolutely in miserable shape. The seam is split on the spine, but the vinyl is in mint condition. It's the silver Robert Stigwood label. That's a great record. Another one that I did not have. This is Plastic Ono Band Live Peace in Toronto, 1969. I'd heard it before. This is, however, is the German Apple pressing. I was really shocked to see it actually in this good condition for $3. Excuse me. But to see the German pressing was even more pleasing. Let's see, Relayer by Yes. That's of course the gatefold and the Roger Dean cover. This is one by them I did not have. Getting closer to completing their catalog. Now, this is the stuff I found at the record show on Sunday morning. I had worked until 1 a.m. This was on Saturday night, Sunday morning. Daylight savings time. I got to sleep around 4, woke up around 6:30. Went to the show. I left at 7 after a shower. And then I got there at 10 in Atlanta, and then I had to be at work at noon. Work till about 9, and yeah, so I'm still functioning no sleep, or very little sleep. But you know, whatever. When I crash, I'll crash. I went to 2 tables because I had to be in and out of there in like an hour. One was, the first guy was somebody who had actually, a dealer who had actually put an ad on Craigslist, and I talked to him for like an hour and a half about music and where we both grew up and stuff like that. And he's from New York, I think. Yeah, I got a couple from him. Buddy Holly lives. Buddy Holly. Crickets, 20 golden hits. And this one's just like for $3. So it was in good enough shape where I picked it up. It was it's a 1970s album. It's just a compilation, pretty basic. The one that really I was really shocked when I picked it up was this Physical Graffiti, the die cut cover. The cover is near mint minus. The spine is really looks good. Everything is included inside. The inner sleeves and the other inserts. And first 3 sides sound really good. There's only one skip on the whole record. It was on Night Flight and track 1 on side 4, and the rest of it sounded really good. It was $18. Everywhere else I see this, it's 25, 30, and it's not in the best condition. Actually, I was in Jacksonville, Florida a couple weeks ago, maybe a month and a half ago, and I saw it in a shop, and it was like $30, and it was thrashed. It was in horrible shape, completely scratched. But this I couldn't pass up. I've been looking for this one, and now I don't have to spend, what is it, 60, 55, 60 for the repressing, which I'd love to have because I would love to hear the alternate takes, but I think I'll go with the original stuff. Let's see, and then the second table I went to was somebody I'd already, I buy a lot from him at every show. Excuse me. And he has the best prices in the whole place. So he always cuts me a really good deal on some good stuff. So and all of his stuff is in pristine condition, absolutely pristine. He has a lot of stuff in that's really old and still in the shrink wrap. Just and a super nice guy to talk to. That's what makes it more fun to go and see dealers that you haven't seen in a couple months and talk to them and put money in their pocket and walk away with some really good records. Anyhow, this Stevie Ray Vaughan Double Trouble, Live Alive. This was all from the second table, and he kind of cut me a deal. It basically came out to $10 a record, which is fantastic. This is phenomenal. I had everything he had, all of it on, and a bunch of boots on CD, and the all of his stuff in the 90s, and I just love Stevie Ray Vaughan. Voodoo Child is his version of Voodoo Child is really close to Jimmy's, and it's fantastic. I saw this and I almost flipped. The Jesus Lizard, down. It's the original pressing on Touch and Go Records. In 2009, their whole catalog was reissued, and I had seen them new at the time for like $27, and I had no desire to pick this up. But this is fantastic. Mint condition, pristine, and it sounds phenomenal. David Yao is a friggin' monster, and he's a formidable chess Scrabble player on Facebook. I played with him for about 6 months, and I've just stopped playing because he beat me every single time. I saw them live in Austin, Texas in 2009 at a festival, and this is the first time I really got into them. I never really got into them when they were around, when grunge really hit. Even though they weren't considered grunge, they were noise rock. They did a split with Nirvana before Nevermind really hit, and I personally, I think Jesus Lizard should have been the band that went on to superstardom, but whatever. Yeah, and that show, Yao, he crowd surfed the entire crowd all the way to the back, and when he got back to the stage, they in between songs, he's like, "Thanks, guys. Thanks for giving me the coolest moment of my life. I actually got back there, and my sister was back there. I gave her a kiss on the cheek, and then you guys carried me back to the stage. It was really cool." But he's done entire shows, crowd surfing. There's videos of him getting just absolute beats the shit out of him. I mean, they're an amazing live band. And anyway, Dwayne Dennison kills on that album. He's an absolute beast on guitar. These three were right next to each other in the box, and Prague, Jade Warrior. This is Floating World. Waves and Kites. There's 3 out of the 4 in that little thematic quadrology that they had. It's on Antilles Records. It's not the Vertigo. Came out in these 3 came out in 74, 75, and 76, I believe. And they're just an unbelievable band. They had Steve Winwood on there doing some singing. Just really good. I've got another one of theirs. I think it's their 3rd album. That one I've got on Vertigo. I was blown away when I got that one. They're amazing. This one, Traffic on the Road. Nothing major. It's just every time I think that I'm close to finishing their catalog or having their whole discography, I see something new. This one's a live one in Germany. 2 record set. Really good shape. Blind Faith. Zeke, I think, showed that one. Yeah, and he also showed the band cover. This is, of course, this is just a staple, classic rock. This is like one of the first Cream was the first supergroup. This, you can't really. This is I don't know. This is one of my favorite classic rock albums from the late '60s. That era. It's fantastic. I do want to track down I'd like to get the band cover just for the collectability of it. A quick shout out, if anybody's still watching after 14 minutes, to Rob from Boston. Hopefully, you're able to dig out from the snow, dude. I don't know how y'all are doing it. Really glad I'm in Georgia, but Rob showed a video of him and around his house in the snow, and my heart goes out to y'all. Let's see, shout outs. I don't usually do those, but let's see. Garen, who's always showing some good stuff. He also showed, I think, a copy of. He had picked up Allman Brothers Live at the Fillmore on CD recently. That's a pretty cool find. And oh yeah, Grown Man Record Night. Those guys are so. They mentioned a couple weeks ago that they might start having people come visit them for a hang during the show. They're not far from me. They might be like 4.5, 5 hours from me. So I don't know. I think I would really like to make a road trip